Patriots starter. That situation we're in right now. And Bill Belichick had an interesting response when asked if a two-quarterback system could benefit the team. Take a listen.
Yeah, it might. Look, I would always say I'll do it. I think it's best for the team. It gives us the best chance to win. So, whatever that is, I would certainly consider that. Let's run unbalanced line or double unbalanced line or 23 personnel or whatever it is. If it helps us win, then I would consider anything.
The energy from Bill Belichick. I miss seeing him on video. Shannon, can you see this happening?
No, and that's why he did all that pausing, because Coach Belichick knows you don't win like that, Skip. They say if you have two quarterbacks, how many do you have, Skip?
0.
So in other words, Coach Belichick, what he told me by his statement says, look, I'm going to put this, the job is available. And somebody's going to have to show me something in practice, because there will be no preseason games for us to get an even further evaluation. So I have to base, I'm on all my years of experience of being a head coach, a coordinator, of running teams. I'm going to have base all that experience on who I believe should get the opening day start. But Coach Belichick knows. Skip, you remember the Cowboys. The Cowboys tried that with Roger Staubach and Craig Morton.
But they're alternating plays.
Yes.
They're actually, he's sending the play in with Morton and then Staubach. They're just coming back and forth.
Dan Reeves did the exact same thing in 1992 with Sean Moore and Tommy Maddox.
And by the way, for the Cowboys, it was a disaster. Go ahead.
Yes. And for the Denver Broncos in 92, it was a disaster.
All right.
No, it does not work. Skip, that's not a position that you could alternate. Okay, you got this series. Okay, I've seen that with offensive linemen. I've seen that with defensive linemen or corners or things of that nature. But I've never seen it work successfully with a quarterback. And they've never done it. When Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback, he was the quarterback. Drew got hurt. Tom took over. He looked back. Matt Castle come in when Tom Brady got hurt. He didn't alternate. When Tom was suspended those first 4 games, Jimmy G was the quarterback. He didn't run, okay, Jimmy G, you got this. Okay, Jacoby, it's up your turn. When Jimmy G got hurt, Jacoby Brissett came in.
Yep.
That's how they operated it. That's how Coach Belichick would like to operate it, and I believe that's how he will operate it. But until someone shows him that they're the clear-cut number one and deserves this job, he's going to like, well, I'll do whatever it takes to win. We know coaches will do whatever it takes to win. Yes, we know they'll generally play the best guy for the job. But for Coach Belichick to say, yeah, I'll run a two-quarterback system, no, he won't, because he knows it's not going to work. He's been around the game of football long enough to know that won't work.
I disagree. I told you the first day Cam signed, I believe that Belichick was angling toward a Cam package of plays. I believe because he stole him for what's like 1.1 million base with some incentives, but the base is 1.1 million, which is just a shame that Cam Newton could go from MVP 5 years ago to having to sort of crawl for $1 million to go up to Foxborough.
Right.
It happened, but Jared Stidham is the apple of Belichick's eye, because that's his diamond in the rough that he picked in the 4th round.
Right.
So that's his next Tom Brady. He loves Stid, as he's called him publicly. Never heard him call a quarterback a nickname. Certainly, no, he never said Tommy for Tom. He just said Tom. So I believe he wants to start Jared Stidham. But I believe he knows exactly, because he said so, how difficult it is to prepare for Cam Newton. It's double difficult to prepare for him if you have to prepare for both quarterbacks every week. If there's a package of plays, I don't know how many it would be, 12, maybe 15 plays. He'll become Taysom Hill. He'll become what I believe Jalen Hurts will be to Philadelphia, package of plays suited, obviously designed, tailored just to what Cam does best. Some design, some called runs, some rollouts, and some drop back passes, some deep balls. And that will be the Cam package that he'll just throw in on gut feelings at different times in the game just to change the complete pace of the game.
So in other words, you're trying to say Cam Newton is going to be a 2.0 version of Taysom Hill.
Yep. A much better Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's pretty good, but Cam will be, Cam's obviously a decorated quarterback in this game.
Skip, this is what we know. Jenny, here's some relationship advice. The marriage very seldomly works when the person you got out of the relationship with, you get into the relationship with the person that you had the relationship with outside with. So in other words, Stidham.
Say that again.
So in other words, if I'm married, and you start to have an affair, barely will that relationship work.
If that becomes the relationship.
Yeah. Yes. So the Stead situation.
Okay.
And when you look at all the other situations, it ain't gonna work, Skip, because it's not gonna work. I believe Cam will win the job. I'm not saying opening day, but I do believe Cam will win this job. Skip, it can't work. It can't.
Okay. The only reason Belichick could get away with this is because Cam had to, so to speak, crawl to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Cam can't make waves that he should make if this happens because he's on borrowed time already. Nobody wanted him.
But the thing with Coach Belichick can make anything work because he has 6 titles. That's how it works. Coach Belichick believe he's beyond reproach. And when you win as much as they've won, you have the level of success. How do you question him? He inserted a 6th-round draft pick at the quarterback position for a guy that had just got a $100 million contract a year earlier.
Yep.
So he goes he's without reproach. So you don't really question. You see some of the things he's done as far as the offensively and unbalanced line and having an eligible receiver ineligible and an ineligible receiver being eligible and throwing passes. So we know what Coach Belichick is capable of. But my experience in seeing that a guy, you end up with Cam having 4 series and Jarrett Stidham having 7 series.
Yep.
I don't see a situation like that working, Skip. I really don't.
So what is also a big advantage, Belichick? Jared Stidham can't make waves if this because
Cam can't either.
Okay, well I'm saying they're both like we're just happy to be here. Jared Stidham would get to try to replace Tom Brady as the starting quarterback.
Skip, to put it in terms, we're in the middle of a pandemic. You lose your job and you go get another job. And it might not be the salary that you want. But Skip, you can't go make waves because remember the previous job that you had, it went away. How does Cam make waves when the previous job that he had, we was making $20 million, it went away? So how do you make waves? You're employed, gainfully employed, and you're getting benefits. So keep your mouth shut and go play and show them like, look, y'all got to steal, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a little more next year.
Yep.
And that's the way he has to approach it. I mean, he's in no position. The man, this is beneath. Man, I'm an MVP. I'm a rookie of the year. I'm a Pro Bowl quarter. This is not beyond you. How?
Okay. So this will not be his call, and it will not be his place to complain. And Jared Stidham is going to make $675,000 this coming year.
And even if you do complain, they don't care. Aaron Rodgers is complaining, making $35 million. Guess what they did, Skip? They took a quarterback in the first round because they don't care.
All right. So Belichick, as a defensive coordinator, knows how tormented he would be if he were going to face a team with a Cam Newton and a Jared Stidham because you would have to prepare the whole week for both of them, right?
Right.
You would have to split your defensive reps. So you probably go into the game feeling like, man, we didn't really get finished with both of them. We had to split it up so much that we kind of didn't do that one correctly and that one correctly. It'd be advantage Patriots.
And you look at the guys that give Coach Belichick problems. These guys that can throw and can run. Cam Newton has beaten, I believe, Coach Belichick twice.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson made him look ridiculous.
He did.
So the guys that can throw it and run it, I'm talking about run it. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers has legs, but he didn't have legs like Cam. He doesn't have legs like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So, but for me, Skip, I believe Coach Belichick wants someone. And I believe had Cam just July 8th. Wow, that's a lot of catching up to do. Because remember, Skip, they say the quarterback, Gabbert, said, this should be May 15th. This should be installed day 1. And here we are in August, who went for day 1 install. And we're getting ready to play in 20-plus days.
Okay, another reason Cam will be Taysom Hill because all he'll have to learn are his Cam package plays as opposed to the whole playbook for the whole game.
Well, Jared Stidham might know the whole playbook, but if he can't operate it effectively, what good is that knowing?
Well, at least he's been there for a year where he sort of absorbed it.
Well, your guy was there. You remember what happened when Coach Belichick put him in the game? And then what happened? Your guy had to come back in the game. So, I don't know if...
All I know for sure about New England is my guy's gone.
Oh, your guy's gone.
Your guys are in trouble. That's
all I know is my guy's going to probably... we got 5 cases on this.
Yep.
But only if Cam starts.
Only if Cam starts? That's not the bet I made. I don't recall that at all.
Skip, I mean,
somebody is trying to revise history.
You should say, you know what, Shannon? I kind of feel bad because, your situation, Cam got signed late. Brady went to a great situation. You know what? If you want to, I'll let you out.
You know what, Shannon? I don't care at all about any of that. You have me confused with someone who cares about any of the above.
Clearly,
Thank
winning
you.
is the only thing that matters to you.
Yes.
And you're willing to take 5 cases off me
Yep.
on an unfavorable situation that I got myself into.
Yep. It's your fault, not mine.
I didn't know 10 guys were going to opt out.
Okay?
Yeah.
You should have anticipated that.
Have you ever heard Skip say, you know what? I do. I feel bad for you. You
Okay.
get out of this.
Okay.
It's totally
Okay.
fine.
Never.
How many are you up right now, Skip? How many dues?
I
Like
forget.
30.
30
It's too
some.
many to count right now.
That's
Skip.
right. I'm about to get a couple of them back.
Yeah, you're
Lakers.
hopeful, trying. How about this next one? I don't know if you're going to get any back here. Is LeBron in danger of being removed from the GOAT discussion? Off the list, one former rival. Well, he thinks so.
Whoops.
We'll explain next.